I mean, the fight was in Saudi Arabia, and you have Kanye showed up, M showed up, De La Hoya, Holyfield, Cristiano Ronaldo, Conor McGregor, Vince McMahon, Undertaker, Lil Baby perform. What was it like to see, like, you way in Saudi Arabia? This wasn't Vegas, and we understand that Vegas is the fight capital of the world. You're in Saudi Arabia, and you have so many big names showing up to see a guy that's never been in a boxing match before, to see you fight.
Yeah, and something that you don't even see in Vegas, you know, that concentration of celebrity in one spot. I think that was the biggest concentration of celebrity in one spot. And listen, like, even before that, like when we signed the fight, 3 months out the fight, they started a promo video, a music clip. And then that was the moment that I realized that no, it's not the same. It's not going to be the same at all. You know, like that video for the clip, we shoot it in Hollywood. 1 week in Hollywood, just shooting a video clip, and now I'm like, okay, it's not the same.
It's not,
like, not the same at all. We don't do it. I never do something like this.
Right. Ronaldo gifted you a $130-something thousand watch. What did that mean? I mean, everybody know he's one of the most visible, recognizable people on the planet. And he said, bro.
I think he gave me more than that. He gave me more than a watch.
Well, he gave you more? He gave you more gifts?
No, I mean, gifts is not always what somebody gives you.
Right.
I think it's the time.
Yeah.
Like early this year, right after I separated with the UFC, I left the UFC early this year, and then I went to Saudi. And they were trying to make me meet Cristiano, and he didn't work out. The guy that said, oh, we have a dinner or something.
It didn't work out, okay.
I think he was full of shit. But then we were into a meeting at the hotel restaurant, and then my guy saw one of his guy, Ricardo.
Right.
And I'm like, that's Ronaldo guy. And he went to him and said, hey, Rick, and started talk. And he said, and then he introduced me. He said, Ronaldo, Cristiano is a huge fan of Francis. And I'm like, yeah, maybe another guy that pretend to know Ronaldo, Cristiano, right? So he said, okay, let me call. So he pick on the phone and call Cristiano and say, yes, I'm here with Francis Ngannou, blah, 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 blah. And then hang up. I wasn't hearing the other side of the phone. And then hang up and say, yeah, he said we should come up. He's at the pool. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I just followed the guy.
You followed him up?
Yeah, like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Right.
He's not going to chop my head.
Right.
So, right? Then we went up to the pool, and yes, Cristiano was there with his wife, his daughter, and stuff. He was in the short, and we introduced, because to be honest, I wasn't expecting, I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo say, hey, who is this? I wouldn't be surprised that he didn't know me, right? And then I'm like, hey, what's up, champ? And started talk. And I found out that he knows a lot about me. He knows my story. He knows my fight. He was giving me detail about the fight, like how I fight this guy, how can I fight this guy, which one is better between this guy and this guy if I fight. I'm like, well, how come do you know much? And he said, my family and we went down every time when you fight to watch your fight. And we were standing next to the pool like this, talking for like 40 minutes at least. And I think that was more than a watch.
Right, yeah.
Right? And
just the interaction.
The interaction. And he was giving me advice, the reason why he took this decision, why I did this. People don't understand, they think this, but I did this because of this. I'm like, wow. You know, you have to know the man, know the public figure, himself, and understand his mind. And I'm like, this is very interesting. And he was giving me some advice. And at the end, you know, he was so genuine that at the end I was like, I can't live without having my picture with Cristiano, right? I gotta get a proof. I'm like, but I was still a little embarrassed to talk about picture, and then I'm like, yeah, no worry, let's go. And then he put his shirt on. We went to on the shade and started to take picture and like, okay, let's do face off. And he was laughing, hugging me.
Right.
You look at that picture, it seems like we know each other for years.
Right.
Yeah. It was our first time meeting. This is how genuine he was. And then I was going to save my picture for whenever I'm gonna post it, is my picture with Cristiano. Couple hours after, I found a picture. I just find the notification on my phone started like, trrrr. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I check. Cristiano post that picture and say, was happy to meet you today, champ Francis Ngannou, all the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Wow. That's when I post mine. That was way more than a watch.